Okay, a pleasant day. I am Miss Pryor. I will be going over what is phonemic awareness and how this subsystem of language arts is very important in getting our students to become independent readers. So when we talk about phonemic awareness, we're talking about the ability to hear and manipulate individual phonemes in spoken words. Now, again, this is the most important level of phonological awareness. Once kids have learned letters and sounds, you can incorporate letters during phonemic awareness activities. So, with phonemic awareness is how well students are able to identify the individual sounds in spoken words. Now, there are different levels of phonemic awareness. Now, looking at the last tier, the bottom, we have phoneme isolation, we have blending, we have segmenting, we have addition, we have deletion, we have substitution. Now, according to Marilyn Adams, the 6 levels of phonemic awareness from simplest to most complex are, and I just showed that graphic organizer. Isolation, which is you see the song at the beginning, middle, or end of a word. You have blending, which means to blend songs together to say a word. You have segmenting, which you break each word into parts. You have addition, you add songs in words to say new words. Then you have deletion, you take songs away from words to say new words. And then you have substitution, where you change the song in the word to say a new word. Now let us focus more on what isolation is. So isolation means to keep something separate or apart from other things. Example, when we're applying it in phonemic awareness, we're identifying and focusing on a single specific song within a word, like the first song in cat, or a single song within a larger segment. So you might ask the students, what is the first song you hear in cat? All right, so you're isolating a song. Next, we're going to be looking at segmenting. Now, segmenting is the skill of breaking down a spoken word into all its individual songs or phonemes. So, unlike isolation or isolating, you're focusing in isolation, you're just focusing on a particular song. You're taking a particular song apart from the word, right? But in segmenting, you are focusing on all the individual songs or phonemes in that word. So, example, the word fish is segmented into the song a sh. So you might ask your students, how many songs are in the word fish? And there are 3 songs in the word fish, a and sh. And be careful with this, the students might see 4 graphemes or 4 letters, but even though they see 4 letters or 4 graphemes, the word fish only has 3 songs, a and sh, because we know that the sh is a consonant digraph. It comes together to make one song. Now we're going to be focusing now on the types of blending, right? Now the definition for what blending is putting songs together to form and read a word. Now these are different types of blending. You have successive blending or additive blending, whole word blending or final blending, continuous blending, and there are 2 approaches to continuous blending, and we have body coda blending, and I will be going over these different types of blending. Now let us look at what successive blending is. Now, words are sounded out by adding phonemes one at a time to blend a word. So step 1, you're going to show student the word but cover all graphemes except the initial letter or the first letter. So for example, you're going to show them, let's say, the word last. All right. You notice that you have only the first letter, the initial letter being exposed, right? And then you have them make that song. Then step 2, you're going to uncover the next grapheme and have the student blend the two phonemes together. Then they should say la or la. Then step 3, you're going to uncover the next grapheme and have the student blend through the visible graphemes that they're seeing. Last. And then step 4, you're going to continue to uncover until the student has blended through the word. Then you're going to say last, and you're going to read the entire word. So with successive blending, you're revealing the letter one at a time, all right, until they reach to all the letters in that word. Next, we have whole word blending or final blending or song by song blending. All right. Now, how final blending works? Well, the reader identifies the individual songs or phonemes of each letter or letter combination in a word, and often with a slight pause between them. So with whole word blending, you will be hearing that pause after you have mentioned or identified the individual song. So for example, in the word run, you will song it out. You notice there is a pause after each, right? And then in the end, the children must say the fast way or read the word run. All right, this is more traditional blending. All right. Now we have continuous blending. With continuous blending, the words are sounded out this time without stopping between sounds. So reading requires that students connect individual sounds to produce a word. Now, there are two approaches to the continuous blending, and then I'm going to go over the two approaches to the continuous blending. All right, but the idea with continuous blending, you are sounding out without pausing or stopping. All right, and all right, you're trying to hold on and stretch out the sounds. There are two approaches to it though. Let us look at approach option 1 when it comes to continuous blending, how this can be done. So step 1, you're going to show student the word visible to them, so they will see the word mat, right? They will see it, and all right. Then step 2, you can cover the letters from the vowel to the end. Have the student blend the songs without stopping, holding each song for 2 seconds. Think of it like you're stretching out each song, like you're singing. All right. So you're uncovering one at a time, but you're stretching it. And then they say the word the fast way, mat. All right. Then approach number 2, you're going to show student the word chest. Then step 2, have the student identify each song. Teacher touches each dot as students say each phoneme separately. So with this approach to continuous blending, you're kind of bringing the whole word blending for this one, but in the end you're going to stretch it. So you're going to show them the word, then underneath each dot they are going to say it slightly with a pause, right? Because you're bringing some aspect of the whole word blending. So when you see the word chest, they are going to say ch, e, s, t, a slight pause. But now that is just for them to identify and making sure that they are able to identify what each letter or grapheme says. But then when you go to the step 3 now, you will have them stretch out each individual song to the end of the word without stopping. So the teacher will hold his or her finger underneath each grapheme, and then and have the students hold the song for at least 2 seconds. Of course, if that grapheme is able to be stretched out, because we know they have some letters that you can continue with the song, and some is a stop song. So like for this one, this CH, this will be a stop song. So you cannot hold that for 2 seconds. Likewise, the short song of the ES. So you're just going to say it, but you're going to although it's a stop song, you're going to try and hold your breath as much as long all right, as you want it. Eh, and then they're going to say it the fast way, chest. Then you have the next type of blending strategy, which is the body coda blending strategy. Now, the body coda blending strategy teaches reading by breaking words into two parts, the body and the coda. Now, the body includes the first letter or everything up to and including the vowel sound. And then the coda is any consonant sounds after the vowel. So students first blend the body and then add the coda, which is the consonant song after the songs after the vowel. So for example, the word sat, step 1, you will show students the word sat. Then step 2, students will read or say the songs from the beginning to the vowel only, which is the body of the word. So they will say sa. And then step 3, students add the consonant song after the body. And then they will read the word sa. And then finally you have the backward blending. This is one that I personally wouldn't recommend this one, but this one has been shown to work with certain students, right? Now this one, words are sounded out using the vowel as a starting point. So you start at the vowel sound. You start there and then you gradually adding on the consonant sounds before the vowel. So for example, with the word crab, you show the student the word crab and then you cover the beginning of the word showing showing the vowel to the end of the word. Then you say ab at step 2, it's ab, right? As a starting point, ab. Then step 3, slide your finger to reveal a consonant before the vowel and read rab. And then step 4, slide to reveal the next consonant and read rab. All right, so this is what we refer to as a backward blending. Again, this is just simply you're using the vowel as a starting point. Thank you for listening and I hope this was helpful.